What is going on, you guys? What is going on, my friends? Me? My name is Julian Galvez. Julian Antonio Galvez. If we haven't already met, it does me great pleasure to make your acquaintance. And if we have already met, welcome to another video. Welcome to episode 9 of the Saturday Coffee Break. Episode 9, where we do some real talk. The real talk. So as you can see, I'm drinking coffee out of a metal straw and out of my little thermo coffee mug, whatever you call it, my sister gave to me. And we're on the road, but I'm not driving because you got that surround sound when you drive. You can't really hear the video. Or can't really hear the dialogue. It's annoying. So we're parked right now. So what is the episode? What is episode 9 going to be about today? Well, a really important life lesson that I've learned recently, and now that I think of it throughout my life, has been that communication is key. That to know how to communicate properly with people, okay, and to communicate things to yourself first, okay, how to process things, whatever goes on, that is of the utmost importance, okay. Communication is key. Now, when we talk about communication, of course, right, we're talking about dealing with people mainly, much like how a football coach needs to communicate the plays to his, I was about to say students, not students, but like the players. Okay, they need to communicate the plans properly to the players so they can execute the plays properly. Okay, the drills, I don't play football, so I don't really know all the big technical terms, but also when you're talking about, soldiers too, like an army, right? The general needs to properly communicate the plans, the battle plans, the strategies to his commanders, the people under him. And the commanders need to do the same thing with the people under them, the captains, the sergeants, and then the captains and the sergeants need to properly communicate the plans that the general initiated to the soldiers and make sure that everything, or the plans, the battle strategies, are executed properly and well. So in order for things to function, right, in order for things to function properly between people, there needs to be proper communication. It needs to be clear, it needs to be precise, and it needs to be true, okay? Now, it's especially true when we're talking about the people that are closest to us, not just people at work or strangers or whoever else. There needs to be proper communication between those we love, whether that be our friends, our family, significant other, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Excuse me. There needs to be proper communication. Now, not to reveal too many details about my personal life, because that's not what I want to do. I don't want to, pour everything out on here on this channel, of course. But very recently, I learned a very important lesson. That it's like before you decide you're going to do something, like before you decide, okay, boom, that's it. You need to properly communicate how you feel. And a lot of the times, you will save yourself and the other people involved a lot of heartache, a lot of unneeded stress, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, depression, whatever, if you just properly communicate how you feel. And it's kind of like you feel like, man, did it really have to come to this? Did things have to come to this? Or did this need to be my first reaction? Instead of just voicing your concerns. And your concerns are legitimate, whatever they might be, with the person, people, or the people you're dealing with. They might be legitimate concerns, but there is a proper way to communicate how you feel. It doesn't need to be so harsh, and that's one thing that I've learned. Excuse me. That you might be right for communicate or like for feeling a certain way, but you might not be right in how you tell that person, a group of people, or how you go about communicating. It might be an unhealthy way of communicating. So you ever heard the saying, don't fight the current war, or don't fight the last war, that it's something to do with, like, the saying escapes me, but it has something to do with fighting a previous war, right, while you're fighting your current one. Like, I don't know exactly what the saying is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but when trying to communicate, or when trying to deal with a situation, right, you might have a flashback, right, to another similar situation. And in this current situation, you're thinking of the last one, and you're saying to yourself, or the way you're communicating to that person or group of people should have been the way that you communicated to, or whoever it was in the past. And when it's a completely different situation. So I know I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but second. What I'm trying to say is there's a proper way to communicate with people. There's a proper way to communicate with people. Anyway, you guys, this is going to be a little shorter video. And I'm on the road right now. I'm going up to my mother's, but I just wanted this short little video, shorter version, this coffee break, the real talk, just to convey the message that there's a healthy way to communicate how you feel to those around you, or to whatever, and that proper communication with people, whoever they might be, will save you and the other people involved a lot of heartache or a lot of unneeded fighting, right? If you know how to properly communicate. Okay? So, I'll see you guys next week for episode 10. Next week for episode 10 of the Saturday Coffee Break, The Real Talk, with your host, Julian Galvis. Like I was saying, this is episode 9. Finish your coffee, whatever it is. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you guys later. Julian out.